Namaste, my yogi friends. Let's begin today's practice on our knees from our child's pose. If you need to open your knees wider, please do so, and slowly lower your forehead down to the floor, lowering the hips on top of the heels. And taking a moment to arrive to your practice, letting go anything that doesn't serve you. Leaving it all outside of your mat. With every exhale, relaxing your body, relaxing your mind. Focusing your attention on your third eye, the area between your eyes, and bringing the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. And keep breathing, observing your inhales and exhales. Letting go any tension, any stress. When you're ready, lift your forehead up, bring your elbows right under the shoulders, spread the fingers, and start finding your cats and cows from this position. You may not be able to move the spine too much, but just try to create a little arch in your back. As you inhale, pull the navel in, and as you exhale, start pressing your forearms into the mat, rounding your back, tucking the chin towards the chest, stretching the back of your neck, stretching your upper back, finding the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round. Inhale, arch, exhale, round. Inhale, arch, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift through the heart, shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, round, press the forearms into the mat, round the back, tuck the chin. One more time, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Inhale, return to neutral, and now lift the hips, but keep your elbows on the mat, keeping your elbows right under the shoulders and hips right under the knees. And find your cats and cows in this position. Pull the navel in. You can curl or uncurl the toes, whatever feels comfortable. Inhale, start finding the arch in your back, sending the tailbone up, lift through the heart. Observe how the stretch is moving a little bit up towards the shoulder blades, and exhale, round. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Lift through the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, return to neutral. And now lift the elbows, bring the palms right under the shoulders, and find your regular cats and cows. Press the palms into the mat, find your neutral spine, activate the core. Inhale, find the arch, sending the tailbone up, lift it through the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades. And exhale, start tucking the tailbone, pressing the palms into the mat, tuck the chin, stretch your upper back. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round, observing the sensations in your back. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. One more time, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, return to neutral. Lift your right arm up, lift your left leg up. Find your balance. And now send your palm to the back, trying to reach for the foot. Start pressing the foot into the palm, lifting the knee up towards the ceiling, finding the stretch in your shoulder, finding your back bend. Breathe here. Press your whole palm into the mat. Inhale and exhale, gently release, transition to your balance pose and lower the palm and knee down to the floor and extend your left arm, extending your right leg, finding your balancing position, activate the core, send the heel to the back of the room. You can curl your left toes if you wish. Inhale and exhale, bend the right knee, reach for the foot and start pressing the foot into the palm. Use the belt if you need to. Reaching the toes up towards the ceiling, stretching your quadricep, stretching your belly, your chest, your shoulder, finding your back bend. Keep a micro bend in your right elbow. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale, gently release, transition to your balancing position and lower the palm and knee down to the floor. And now press your left palm into the mat, open the chest up towards the right, reach your right arm up. Breathe here, keep your hips over the knees. And exhale, swing your right arm under your left armpit, lowering your right shoulder down to the floor. Press your left palm into the mat and push your left shoulder to the back of the room. You can move your left palm slightly forward and maybe extend your left arm and push your left shoulder even deeper towards the back. Observe the sensations in your upper back. Breathe here, try not to move the hips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, inhale, slowly rise up. Return to your tabletop position. Keep your right palm on the mat. Inhale, turn the chest to the left, reach your left arm up, trying to stack your shoulders. Breathe here. Reach your left fingertips up. And exhale, swing your left arm under your right armpit, lowering your left shoulder down to the floor. Press the palm into the mat and push your right shoulder to the back of the room. If this is enough, just stay here. If you wish, you can move your right palm slightly forward and now try to extend your elbow and push your right shoulder even more towards the back. Observe the sensations. Try not to move the hips. And breathe through the area that's being activated. Breathe. With every exhale, releasing any tension. Visualizing the air passing to that area. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, gently return back to your tabletop. Press the palms into the mat and do a couple of more cats and cows. Inhale, find the arch in your back, send the tailbone up, lift through the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades. And exhale, start tucking the tailbone under, rounding your back, stretching your back. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, return to neutral. Push the hips back, lower the hips, and lower your forehead down. Finding your child's pose, stretching your lower back, relaxing here for a moment. When you're ready, extend your arms. Curl your toes. Lift the knees off the mat. And start sending the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Straightening your arms and straightening your legs, reaching the heels down towards the floor, finding your downward facing dog. Inverted letter V. If your heels are not touching the floor, it's fine. Just keep working on straightening the legs and then reaching them down. It's just the beginning of the practice. Maybe by the end of the practice, you will be able to touch the floor with the heels. You can walk your dog, bending your knees one at a time. Keep focusing on your breathing, taking deep inhales through the nose. And even deeper and longer exhale through the nose. Try not to focus as much on the movement, but more on your breathing and on the sensations. Inhale, lift both heels up, bend the knees, send the gaze forward. Keep your arms straight. And now, send the tailbone up, up, up towards the ceiling. And now, reach the heels down. Keep the chest low, reaching towards the floor. Roll the biceps out, tuck the chin, pull the navel in, activate your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, send the gaze forward, bend the knees. Keep your heels lifted. And now, don't reach the heels down just yet. Send the tailbone up, 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 up towards the ceiling. Keep your arms straight. And now reach the heels down, reach the chest, your armpits towards the floor. Now move your palms a little closer towards the feet to shorten your dog. And reach the chest towards the floor. Observe how the stretch changed a little bit. You should feel more on your legs. Now step your left foot towards the right. Keep your left knee bent and keep your right leg straight, reaching your right heel towards the floor and sink the chest even lower. Reach the chest towards the thighs. And now return your left foot back. And now bring your right foot towards the left. Keep the right knee bent. Keep your left leg straight and sink the chest deeper towards the floor, trying to reach the belly towards the thigh. Keep reaching your left heel towards the mat. You can even try to lift your left toes. Observe the sensations. Try not to move the hips to the left. Inhale and exhale, return back to your downward dog. Walk your palms slightly forward. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Open the hip. Bend the knee, point the toes behind you. You can move the knee in a circular motion, warming up your hip joint. Maybe changing the direction. And if you wish, if you're ready, lower your foot down to the floor, finding your wild thing pose, straightening your left leg, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, slowly return back, downward dog. Press the whole palm into the mat, spread the fingers, lift your left leg up, open the hip, bend the knee, and now draw a big, big circle with your left knee. And now change the direction. Either stay here or lower your left foot down to the floor, rotating the chest up towards the ceiling, finding your back bend. Inhale. And exhale, slowly rotate back. Downward dog. When you're ready, slowly walk your feet to the front of the mat. Relaxing here for a moment. You can open your feet hip-width distance apart. Grab opposite elbows, bend the knees. Let your head be heavy. Relaxing your upper body. You can move your shoulders from side to side. Observing the sensations in your back, your glutes, your hamstrings. When you're ready, let go of the hold on your elbows. Bend the knees, activate the core, and slowly start rolling up, staking your vertebrae one on top of the other. Inhale, lift your arms up. You can add a gentle back bend here. And exhale, start folding forward from your hip creases, reaching the palms to the floor, bending the knees if you need to. Now as you inhale, step your right foot back, drop the knee down, lift the heart, and find your back bend. Exhale, frame the foot, step your left foot back, drop the knees down, chest and chin down, finding your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, drop your left knee down, find your back bend. Exhale, frame the foot and step your left foot towards the right, fold forward. Inhale, rise up slowly, lift the arms up, find your back bend. And exhale, lower your arms down. Let's do it one more time, beginning with our left leg. Inhale, lift the arms up, find your back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot back, drop the knee down, find the back bend. Exhale, frame the foot, step your right foot back, drop down to your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, drop your right knee down, find your back bend. Exhale, frame the foot, step your right foot forward, folding forward. Inhale, activate the core, rise up, lift the arms up, find the back bend. Exhale, return to your mountain pose. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, lift the arms up, find your back bend. Exhale, fold forward from your hip creases, trying to keep your back flat. Inhale, step your right foot back, drop your knee down, lift the arms up, find the back bend. Exhale, frame the foot, step your left foot back to plank, drop the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up, downward dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, drop your left knee down. Back bend. Exhale, frame the foot, step your left foot forward, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, find your back bend. And exhale, mountain pose. Root the feet into the mat, realign yourself if you need to. Inhale, lift your arms up, back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot back, drop your knee down, lift the arms up, back bend. Exhale, frame the foot, step your right foot back, drop the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, drop your right knee down, lift the arms up, find your back bend, lift through the heart. Exhale, frame the foot, step your right foot forward, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up to standing, lift the arms up, find your back bend, and exhale, return to neutral. Inhale, squat down into chair, lift the arms up, and exhale, fold forward, straightening your legs, reach the nose towards the knees. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, step walk or jump your feet back into plank, lowering down to your chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Drop your left heel down 45 degrees, stepping your right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, step your right foot back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Dropping your right heel down, stepping your left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, step your left foot back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog, 5 deep inhales and exhales. Tuck the chin, pull the navel in, press your whole palms into the mat, activate your quadriceps. Inhale, send the gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step walk, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to your chair. Exhale, stand up tall. Release your arms down. Inhale, squat down into chair, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, step walk or jump back. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Lift through the heart, squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift the hips up. Downward dog, drop your left heel down. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one, front knees bent, lift through the heart. Exhale, frame the foot. Step your right foot back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Drop your right heel down. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, step your left foot back. Bend the elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift through the heart. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Breathe here, tuck the chin, pull the navel in. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhale, send the gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Step walk. Jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms up. Chair. Exhale, stand up tall, release your arms down. Inhale, lift the arms up. Find your back bend. Try to find a deeper back bend than before. Activate the core. Reach the heart up towards the ceiling and keep elongating the spine. Finding the space between your vertebrae. Inhale. If you feel uncomfortable, maybe you feel some pressure in your neck, try to open your arms to the side, bending the elbows, and maybe you will feel more comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Keep your feet open, hip width distance apart. Grab your big toes with index and middle finger. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, open the elbows to the sides. Try to keep your legs straight. If you need to bend the knees, but keep working on straightening the legs after you fold forward. Keep reaching the chest towards the thighs. Keep sending the elbows up towards the ceiling with every exhale, closing the gap between your belly and your thighs. Elongate the spine, send the tailbone up. Shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, bring the palms to the floor and step or jump back into plank. And add 5 chaturanga push-ups if you wish, or roll through your vinyasa. 1. Breathe. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Finding your high lunge. Bend the front knee, push your left heel to the back of the room, lift through the heart, send your shoulder blades down. You can interlace the fingers or just press the palms together. And maybe find your back bend. Root the feet into the mat, squeeze the inner thighs together. Activate the core. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, drop your back heel down 45 degrees. Keep your front knee bent, finding your warrior 1. Back leg is straight. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale, lower your palms down towards the lower back, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades, keep your front knee bent, lift through the heart and find your back bend. Breathe here. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, fold forward, reach the palms to the front. Inhale, stay here, but straighten your front leg. Square the hips, sending your right hip back, left hip forward. Keep reaching the chest towards the floor. When you're ready, inhale, start lifting the torso up and lifting your back heel back up. Bring the weight towards your right foot. If you can, keep your palms at the back or maybe send them to the side and transition to your warrior one. Keep your hips squared, energize your left leg and send the left heel to the back of the room, squeeze your shoulder blades. Maybe you can even pulse your wrists up, up, up towards the ceiling, squeezing your shoulder blades. Inhale, let go of the hold, extend your arms forward. And exhale, fold forward, reaching the palms to the floor, finding your standing split. Reach your left toes up towards the ceiling, straightening your left leg. Inhale and exhale, slowly lower your left leg down to the floor, framing the front foot, stepping your right foot back into plank, and exhale, add 3 chaturanga push-ups. 1, 2, 3, inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Breathe here, send the tailbone up. Observe the sensations, observe the heat. Roll the biceps out, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Step it to the front of the mat. Keep your back heel lifted. Root the feet into the mat. Activate the core. And rise up for your warrior one. Bend the front knee. Send your right heel to the back of the room. Interlace the fingers. Lift through the heart. Send your shoulder blades down. And if you feel comfortable, try to find your back bend here. Inhale, activate the core. Return to your high lunge. Drop your back heel down. Find your warrior one. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Your chest is gazing to the front. Your hip is in neutral position. Inhale and exhale, lower the palms down to the floor, interlace the fingers, lift through the heart, find your back bend. And exhale, fold forward, reaching the chest to the floor, reach the palms to the front of the room, squeeze the shoulder blades, keep your shoulders away from your ears, bend the front knee. Breathe. Stay low with the chest and just straighten your front leg. If you can, fold a little deeper, sending your right hip forward, left hip back, square the hips. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades. Breathe deeply. Now when you're ready, bend the front knee, lift the torso, and lift your right heel back up and bring the weight towards your left foot. Transition into your warrior three. Square the hips, send your right heel back, energize your right thigh. Send the gaze forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. If you wish, you can add pulses with your arms. And now when you're ready, let go of the hold and extend your arms forward. Inhale and exhale, fold forward, reaching the palms to the floor, extending your right leg up towards the ceiling, finding your standing split. Inhale and exhale, slowly lower your right foot down to the floor, framing your front foot. Step your left foot back into plank and exhale, add 3 chaturanga push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Transition through vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Drop the knees down, push the hips back, find your child's pose. Relax here for a moment. Observe the sensations. Focus your attention on your third eye. When you're ready, extend your arms, curl the toes, and lift the hips up for your downward facing dog. Observe how your downward dog feels. Maybe your legs feel a little bit more open and your heels a little bit closer towards the floor. Inhale, lift your right leg up, step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back heel down and rise up for your warrior two. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Open the hips and chest to the side. Extend your arms, gaze forward. Align your front knee over the heel. Press to the outer edge of your back foot into the mat. Deep Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, flip your front palm up, and exhale, reverse the warrior, elongating both sides of the torso, keeping your front knee bent. Inhale, return back, warrior two. Bring your right palm to the inner sides of the right foot. Press your shoulder into the knee into the shoulder. Stack your left shoulder on top of the right. Reach your left arm up and send it forward. Gaze towards your top palm. Press through the front foot, activate the core, lift the torso up, and transition to your bind. Send your right arm under your right thigh. Send your left palm behind you, interlace the fingers or grab the wrist. Inhale and exhale, let go of the bind. And rise up, extending your front leg. Send the hips back, reach the torso forward, reach, 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 and exhale, lower down for your triangle. Send your gaze up towards the ceiling. Stack the shoulders, keep your hips open, both legs are straight. If you're not able to reach the palm to the floor, use the block or bring the palm towards the shin. Keep your core engaged. Inhale and exhale, send your gaze down, relax the neck, press through the front foot, rise up, and return to your warrior two. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale, frame your front foot. Lift your back heel up. Bring your right knee to the outside of your right shoulder. Bend the elbows, send the gaze forward, and maybe balance on. Lift your back leg up and jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Maybe you were not able to do this transition. This is perfectly fine. You are a little bit tired on your arms, on your legs. And maybe this is the first time you tried it. So this is fine. This is just a practice. This is a journey. Breathe and enjoy the process. When you're ready, inhale, lift your left leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back heel down and rise up for your warrior two. Extend your arms to the side, bend the front knee, back leg is straight. Press through the outer edge of your back foot into the mat and gaze forward. Keep your chest and hips open to the side. Inhale, flip your front palm up, and exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, return back to your warrior two, and exhale, bring your left palm to the inner sides of your left foot. Press the shoulder into the knee, knee into the shoulder. Lift your right arm up and send it forward. Gaze towards your top palm. Keep your chest open to the right. Press through the outer edge of your back foot into the mat. Inhale, press through the front foot, lift the torso up, and find your bind. Send your left arm under your left thigh, send your right arm towards your lower back, and maybe interlace the fingers, or grab the wrist, lift through the heart. Keep your front knee bent and align the knee over the heel. Inhale, slowly let go of the bind, rise up, extend your front leg, send the hips back, reach the torso forward, inhale, and exhale, lower your left arm down, stack the shoulders, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, find your triangle. If your palm or the fingers are not touching the floor, that's fine, just bring the palm towards the shin, but make sure you're not leaning and relaxing here. You're using your core, or use the block. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale, send your gaze down, press through the front foot, rise up, and return to your warrior two for 5 breaths. Bend the front knee. Inhale and exhale. Let's try to transition to our chaturanga through our arm balance. So frame your front foot. Lift your back heel up, and now bring your left knee to the outside of your left shoulder. Start bending the elbows into your chaturanga arms, and then try to lift your back leg up, and then shoot your leg back to chaturanga. Just give it a try. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Tuck the chin, pull the navel in, activate your pelvic floor, reach the heels down, activate your quadriceps. Constrict the throat as you exhale. Inhale. Walk your palms towards the feet. Grab your big toes with your index and middle fingers. Keep your feet hip width apart. We'll prepare to fold forward one more time. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, start opening the elbows to the sides and reaching the chest towards the thighs. Send the gaze in between the legs. Send the tailbone up. Shoulders away from your ears. With every exhale, fold a little deeper. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale. Move your feet slightly in towards one another. Send your arms behind and bend the knees. Now cross your arms and with your right palm grab your left ankle. With your left palm grab your right ankle. Inhale and exhale. Start folding forward, sending the tailbone up, straightening your legs, reaching the chest towards the thighs. Inhale, start bending the knees, let go of the hold, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, squat down, lifting the heels off the mat, and prepare to do your crow. Bring the palms to the floor, spread the fingers. You can try to bring the palms as close to the toes as you can. Send the gaze forward, and now start lifting the hips, and you will see that the knees are aligning very close towards your armpits. So start transferring the weight towards the arms, bending the elbows, and lifting one leg and then the other. Breathe. And exhale, lower the feet down. Walk your palms back towards your downward dog. Send the tailbone up. Inhale, transition to your plank. And exhale, roll to your right side, finding your side plank. If you need to modify, drop your right knee down and just take your modified side plank. If you're fine, extend both legs. Either have both feet on the floor or stack your feet. And extend your right arm, left arm up towards the ceiling. You can lift your top leg up. And if you wish, you can grab your left toe. For this variation, you may have your shoulder not perfectly aligned above the wrist, but have your wrist slightly forward, as long as you feel fine and no pain in your wrist, shoulder, or your back. Reach for your foot and maybe extend your left leg. Breathe here. Keep lifting the hips. Inhale and exhale. Slowly transition back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, slide forward to plank and roll to your left side, taking the variation that works for you today. Breathe here. And maybe try to reach for your right toes, and extend your right leg. Inhale and exhale, slowly transition back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, drop the knees, push the hips back, find your child's pose, relax here. When you're ready, lift the torso up and step your right foot forward. Frame your front foot. Keep your back knee on the mat. Walk your back knee slightly to the back of the room and walk your right foot to the outer edge of the mat and bring your right palm to the inner side of the foot. Find your new lizard. If this is enough, just stay here and breathe here. If you wish, drop your elbows down to the floor and breathe. Keep your back as straight as you can. Keep your neck long. If you wish, you can lower your chest down to the floor or maybe extend your arms, walking your palms forward, and this way you will be able to lower a little bit towards the floor. Inhale and exhale, slowly return back. Extend your arms, frame your front foot, and now push the hips back, flexing your right foot and lowering the chest over your front thigh. Feel a nice stretch at the back of your right leg. Keep your hips squared. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift through the heart. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips back. Keep your front foot flexed. One more time, inhale. Exhale, push the hips back. And now from here, find the twist to the right side. Breathe here. And transition to your modified side plank. So your left knee is bent and your right leg is extended. And now bend your right knee, reach the knee to the chest, reach for your right toe, big toe. Grab the toe and start extending your right leg and try to reach the heel up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. If you're not feeling comfortable holding onto the toe, maybe you can hold onto the sole of the foot. Breathe here. Try to straighten your spine. Inhale and exhale, slowly start lowering your leg down, shooting it to the front, and transition into your front split. Walk your back leg to the back of the room. Slowly, slowly descending the hips down to the floor. Try not to rush. Just let the muscles relax. And sink into the pose. Breathe here. Trying to keep your hips squared. And slowly, just lean to the right side, bend the right knee, send the foot to the left side of the mat, trying to keep your shin either parallel or about 45 degrees. And now square the hips and transition to your pigeon, lift through the heart. And exhale, fold forward to your elbows. And if you wish, lower the chest down to the floor. If you wish, you can lower your left shoulder down to the floor, turning the chest to the right. And maybe extend your right arm up and send the palm right behind you. Maybe grab the right foot. So the more you twist to the right, the more you will feel on your right outer hip. Inhale and exhale, gently release. Return back to neutral, lift the torso up, curl your back toes and step your right foot back. Drop the knees down and step your left foot forward for your lizard. Walk your right knee to the back of the room. Walk your left foot to the outer edge of your mat and bring your left palm to the inner side of the foot. If this is enough, just stay here and breathe. Enjoy the stretch. If you're ready, lower your elbows down to the floor. Keep your neck long, shoulders away from your ears. And if you wish, you can either lower the chest down to the floor, if you're able to do so, or walk your palms forward carefully, extending your arms and sinking a little bit lower. And when you're ready, slowly return back. And frame your front foot. Push the hips back carefully. Extending your front leg, flexing the foot, and lowering the chest over your left thigh. Keep your hips squared. Bend the front knee. Lift through the heart. Inhale. Extend your spine. And exhale, push the hips back, straighten your front leg, flex the foot. Inhale, lean forward. And exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, lean forward. Find your twist. And now when you're ready, transition to your modified side plank. Extend your left leg. Keep your right knee bent. Stack your shoulders. And now, if you can, bend your left knee, reach for the foot or the ankle or the sole of the foot, use the belt. And now try to extend your left leg, reaching the heel up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale slowly. Start sending your left leg to the front of the mat. Sending your left foot to the back of the room. Transition into your split on your left side. Slowly. You may be a little bit more tight on the other side, that's fine. Just give it some time. You can pause the video and play with your split. Observe the sensations, where you feel the most sensations. Is it your hamstring, maybe the back of the knee, your calf muscle, maybe it's the glute or your right front hip. Breathe. When you're ready, slowly lean towards the left side. Start bending the left knee, reaching the foot to the right side of the mat. And square the hips, just lift the hips and realign yourself. Lower the hips down, lift through the heart. Maybe you can put some cushion under your left glute. And if you wish, lower your elbows down to the floor. If you're ready, lower the chest down. And maybe lower your right shoulder down to the floor and start turning the chest to the left and just pushing your left shoulder to the back of the room. And maybe extend your arm and send your palm back, reaching for your left foot. Keep opening the chest. Inhale and exhale gently. Return back to neutral. Curl your back toes, lift your right knee off the mat, step your left foot back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Observe how your downward dog feels towards the end of the practice. Maybe the heels are a little closer towards the floor, maybe they're touching the floor. Inhale, send the gaze forward, and exhale, just jump forward, crossing your legs, or jump through if you can, and lower the hips down, extending your legs. Flexing your feet, energizing your thighs. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, fold forward. If you need to, open your legs wider, reaching for your toes, your ankles, your feet. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway up. And exhale, fold forward as low as you can, trying to keep your back flat. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway up. Exhale, return to seated. Now bend your right knee and cross it over your left thigh, preparing for your twist. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, start turning to the side. If you're pregnant yogi, make sure not to squeeze the belly. Lift through the heart, and exhale, find the twist. With every exhale, twisting a little bit deeper, sending your gaze over your right shoulder. Keep your left leg engaged. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale, gently release and twist to the opposite direction. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee, and step your foot over to the outer edge of your right thigh. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, start twisting to the left. Either squeeze the thigh towards the chest or bring the elbow to the outer edge of the knee. Take the variation that works for you today. Inhale and exhale, twist. Keep your spine tall, shoulders over the hips. Inhale. Exhale, twist. One more time, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale, gently release and twist. Return to neutral. Bend both knees, bring your feet towards the groin, opening your knees out to the side, opening your feet like a book. Inhale, lift through the heart, and exhale, start folding forward, reaching your belly button towards the feet. Keeping your spine straight, using your bicep strength to pull yourself closer. Keep reaching your knees to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, return to neutral. Now, move your feet forward, finding a diamond shape with your legs. And if you have a block, grab a block, or just keep your feet open, but block width apart. Keep reaching your knees to the floor. You can thread your arms under your thighs, reach for your feet, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, rise up, and maybe rotate the block to be on the wider side. And now thread your arms under and fold forward. Keep reaching the knees towards the floor. Keep reaching your belly towards the floor. Observe the sensations on your back, on your outer hips. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, rise up. Remove the block. And if you wish, you can move the knees from side to side. And lower your elbows to the floor. Extend your legs. Point the toes. And we'll do reversed elbow plank. So press the palms, the forearms into the mat. Root the heels into the mat. Keep your heels together. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Point the toes and lift the torso off the mat. You can drop your head back if you wish. Just make sure your elbows are properly aligned. If you need to realign yourself, just lower the body and then realign yourself. Observe the stretch on your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Slowly lower the hips down and start lowering your back down one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Bring the knees towards the chest. Rock from side to side. Drop your feet to the floor. Bring your palms to the floor. Feet are hip distance apart, parallel to one another. Start pressing the palms into the mat, peeling your hips, your lower back, middle back, upper back off the mat, and maybe tucking your shoulder blades under, interlacing the fingers. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Reach the chest towards the chin. Keep rooting the feet into the mat. Inhale and exhale slowly. Remove the shoulders and start rolling down one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. And if this is enough, just stay here. If you wish, shoot your legs back for halasana. Breathe here. And maybe transition to your shoulder stand. Inhale and exhale, return your legs back down to the floor. Inhale and exhale, start rolling out one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Be careful, keep your core engaged, and lower your legs down to the floor. Squeeze the knees to the chest. Drop your feet down, open your knees out for butterfly. Extend your arms, palms facing up. You can stay in Shavasana in this pose, or you can extend your legs, mat width or wider apart, palms facing up. If you're pregnant, roll to your side. And begin cooling down, bringing back your natural breathing. Relaxing every part, every cell of your body. Melting your body into the mat. Becoming one with the earth. Surrendering. When you're ready, begin waking up your body, moving your toes, your fingers. Stretching your arms overhead. Rolling to your side and rising up to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed, staying connected to your practice. Thank you guys for joining me for this practice. Please write a comment below, even if it's a little thank you. Don't be shy to put a couple of words. It's really important for me. I'm so happy to read all of your comments, and it helps others to learn about the class and what it brings to practitioners. So it's really important for you to write down if you practice through the class with me. Press the like button, subscribe, share with the friends. Until we meet again, namaste.